From the News Channel 5 Network, this is MorningLine with Nick Barris.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on MorningLine. Nick Barris here on a Wednesday. Kind of chilly. It's going to warm up later today. So before you head out, just sit back and, join us for the show, right? That's the plan. We've got a good one on tap for you this morning. Usually he only comes on once a month, but it is a special occasion, and so we are going to be blessed this morning with another visit for one of my favorite guests. I say that while biting my tongue a bit because there's times he can get on my nerves, and yet we still find a way to get along. Dare I talk in this manner about the top law dog in Davidson County? That would be Sheriff DARON Hall, who joins us. Oh, look, he's smiling over there. He's always very cordial about that. He's joining us, as well as this morning, Pastor Dale ROBBLE's joining us. I think he's not. There he is. We've got triple boxes.
There we go.
Okay. I am fond of you, Sheriff.
Well, I believe a little bit of what you say. I don't know if that was one of them. I enjoyed being here, but it's because of people like Joe and others, and Marilena.
Marilena.
Right.
Well, listen, we just have one segment with Dale.
Okay.
And listen, I know one thing that we want to talk about. One reason the sheriff is back with us again today is the last-minute toy store. And why don't you give us a little breakdown on how things are shaking out and what right now you'd like to see brought in if you still have more needs?
Yeah, Dale.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah.
Dale, go ahead. Tell us how are things shaping up right now?
Well, right now we're rolling for sure. Sheriff Hall and Davidson County Sheriff's Office, as always, have gone above and beyond. We're rolling out a lot of our gifts, pulling them out of storage. We had the 101st Airborne. General Gill was down helping us do that with a lot of soldiers, along with Sheriff's DCSO staff. But right now we are behind on some of our toys and some of the things that we're doing because of COVID. A lot of businesses haven't been able to do their normal collections of toys, gift cards, bikes, offices coming together, office parties and things like that. So this year we're sold out as far as our guests that we'll serve. We're going to serve over 1,600 families this year, but our gifts are low. We're low by several thousand toys, bikes, and gift cards. So that's our main need and our main push this year.
Okay, so that's why it's real important to talk about this morning. I was going to ask you how many. I know the sheriff thought when we've talked about this in the past that there would be even a greater need this year in the past, but at the same time the problem of coming forward and having enough gifts. Let's remind folks again, when you say that you're sold out at this point, the thing is they had to register online this year, correct?
Yes, they did. So this year, first time ever. Normally they come out, we have about 1,000, 2,000 people line up and get tickets. Can't do it. So we did an online registration, started a few weeks ago. We thought it might take a month for it to fill up. It took less than 48 hours.
Wow.
And we had over 100 families filled up, and our waiting list is probably 500 or more families right now. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, so Sheriff, we've got to step up here. I mean, this is telling me that it's beyond, I think, maybe even what you guys expected. As he said, it filled up that fast. I think about 500 families with children who, are not going to get a gift otherwise that are on a waiting list. Now, I know for a fact the two of you are not going to let that happen, and the community won't either. But what's the key here now, Sheriff?
Yeah, guys, you just have to know that Dale and his crew, it's a well-oiled machine. I mean, they do such a really good job year-round planning this event, collecting toys, getting ready for what is a really exciting time of year for most people. But this year, given the COVID situation, given the fact that we're limited in how many folks you can serve, but also that our donations are down, we need, and we're doing, when I leave here, literally here in just a few minutes, I'm going to go buy gift cards for teenagers myself, because that's a very hard group to buy for in their program. And just last night, my college-age son and a buddy or two were at the house, and I had recruited them to volunteer and help just on the next week's side. But it boils down to this. There's no secret. You drive around town, you see things that aren't open, people who aren't working and are not able to do much for their families. And I've been saying for a month or so now, I believe it's probably one of the more difficult years for families and trying to do what they need to do for their kids. And so we need to do more than normal. And so I'm just asking anyone that can. It's an unwrapped toy and or a gift card. And I've said this kind of jokingly, but I mean it. It's the one time a year you can pull us over. If you see one of our officers or staff, you blow the horn, stop them, hand them a toy or a gift. we'll get it to the right place. We do have a location at 5117 Harding that the service center where Dale and his crew will be set up. We'll have volunteers working throughout the weekend collecting toys, and then next week obviously the shopping will occur. But it's, I don't have to tell anyone it's a down year for a lot of us for a lot of reasons, emotionally and things that you just can't be with certain family members and so forth. But I've learned, and I believe it's true, sometimes what heals that what you're not getting to do is to feel like you're doing something special for someone. So if you can find a way to do that and help us out, I promise you the families and the kids are going to be going to directly benefit from it, and it's something that we all need to be trying to do.
Dale, before we have to let you go after this first segment, just want to, in terms of volunteers as well, are you still looking for folks to be out there helping, and give us the timetable on when they're needed and how they can reach out? The sheriff told how you can drop off donations, but what about people that want to help?
Yes, we are. We have quite a few slots that are still available, some as many as 30 a day. So go to lastminutetoystore.com. The volunteers can log in there. They can pick the job and the job role that they want to have at the toy store, the days and the times. But yes, we're low on some volunteers as well. Hey, we don't do this because it's easy. We do it because it's hard. We do it because it's the right thing. And Sheriff couldn't have explained it better. It's a lot of charities in town have kind of backed away this year, but in our discussions we said, we just can't do that. Right. So those who are willing to donate, those who are willing to volunteer, hey, we need you this year more than ever before. But it's not us. It's not the Last Minute Toy Store. It is the people of our community. Those are the people that we serve. They're our guests. Absolutely. And those are the help.
And if you would, just when you talk about slots, in terms of things that people can do to help, what kind of stuff are they doing? Just lay that out. What, are they collecting the toys, putting them in the packages? Because now, I think the sheriff said, folks now, instead of going in, are going to be driving up and you're going to be handing them based on the list they gave you online. So is that what it is, stocking the boxes of the toys, or what do you need help with?
So we're doing a contactless drive-through. So rather than the guests shopping for themselves, this year we'll have volunteers that will be taking a name of a guest and filling a bag with their request. In other words, they want a Marvel, a ball, this or that, put it in the bag. We're going to have to do that some 5,000 times. So we got guests that are going to do that socially distanced with masks, all that. So, and we're also limited to the number of people we can have in a room. We're going to have people that are staging the bags, directing traffic. We list them all out on there. A lot of it will be outside, so it will be cold. We need people who are not vulnerable to be signing up. But we probably some of the days we have 30 volunteer openings per day, from everything from sorting, bagging, staging the bags to actually putting them in the cars. So it varies each and every day as to what the roles are. But hey, we need that. We provide lunch, and it's a great time. There's nothing like the spirit of Christmas. It's not Christmas till the Last Minute Toy Store gets rolling for me, but also it's really the reason for the season. It's that spirit of giving, and of course, being a pastor, that's what I'm all about.
Of course. And what are the days that you need the volunteers for? What days? And what are the hours?
Every day, if you go online, lastminutetoystore.com, but it'll be next week, which we're talking the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. There's slots available. A lot of those slots will be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, they're in those time ranges, but it's everything that week, which is the week of the 14th all the way through the end of the store, which will be the 19th. So those are the days we're really.
And the families, Sheriff, show up on what days?
Yeah, so the families that will show up to shop will be the days that Dale was just talking about.
The 14th, yes. 15th, 16th. Yes. Okay, so when you're working as families are coming to pick these items up, right?
Right. Is it Dale? What's the actual shopping days?
The 17th to the 19th.
17th, and so what Dale was talking about is that there's some work to get ready, but that actual day that they arrive, there will be a lot of exchange of stuff that goes on. I mean, I know he would want to mention he was able to get a lot of the soldiers from Fort Campbell to come down and actually bag a lot of the toys already, and so it's a machine. It's amazing how they do, and Dale coordinates all this. There's a board of directors. They work year-round to make this thing happen. And back when COVID was really hot, I guess in July and August, and are we going to be able to do this? And their board met. I was really happy, and they've planned this alternative method, which a lot of nonprofits just couldn't do. And I don't know. I'm almost more proud of the circumstances, because I think there's people who literally wouldn't have a Christmas without all this. And so kudos to the work that's gone into it. And again, we provide a location and some support and staff, but it gives us a lot back, Nick, and that's what I was saying earlier. as down as we all feel, maybe doing something special for someone else this year may heal some of that.
You're exactly right. Absolutely. And I'm going to be, hopefully, I'm going to get on there and find out where you guys need it. Just so I don't want to have to stand or work near the sheriff. Can you keep me separate from him? Because I see enough of him here in the studio. Is that?
Well, so I do want to know, we do have ex-offenders. You're perfectly allowed to be there. Ex-offenders are allowed. We welcome that. We want folks to participate.
I'm a reformed ex-offender. Absolutely.
And recidivism is important around here. It comes back to us, and we really work to make sure that we don't judge people. So you're welcome as an ex-offender to return and help us work. And
I want to do it. And just a reminder then, Dale, too, it's all happening over there at 5117 Harding. That's where the warehouse is. That's where people will go to do this work, correct?
That is correct. We call it kind of the Christmas red building over there. But Sheriff Hall, and I tell you what, Sheriff Hall and Davis County Sheriff's Office have gone above and beyond. Sheriff, Miss Carla, who's there with you right now, and even so many from Chief Ford and that work on our staff, Melinda McDowell. But also, I want to make note that Scripps has come in really big this year, and Doc Linda, who's there with you, has been out shopping. And we want to thank Scripps as well. Every year they come in. We got a couple of grants from Scripps, and Doc Benda and his wife Mona love going out and shopping, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Gotcha. Hey, listen, and you're right. Thank you for saying that. But Dr. Benda's not with us this morning, but he's been very involved, and Channel 5 is proud to be part of this, which is so worthwhile. Pastor, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Dale.
And best of luck with all
Appreciate
of this.
you.
If there's anything leading up to this where you have more need, make sure to let us know, and we'll get it out on the news as well, as always. We want to support this as much as possible. Have a Merry Christmas, all right, Pastor?
All right. Take care. See you soon.
Sheriff, Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon.
You as well. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Listen, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We can talk more on this. We can also take some phone calls as we continue our conversation this morning through the end of the show with Sheriff Hall. We'll be back right now.